Hey, you with the face. I love Baldur's Gate 3, but nothing is perfect. Yet there's still gonna be some people in the comments mad talking about this game's a masterpiece and I see no evil.
It's that shit I don't like.
According to the game, you have a 99% chance of hitting the enemy, but you missed.
It's that shit I don't like.
Also, according to the game, you need to roll a 2 to win. You rolled a 1. I gotta roll a 9. That's not too bad. I'm gonna roll it again. Honestly, fuck this game.
It's that shit I don't like.
I'm not sure if it's because my PC is old, but sometimes I notice the frame rate drops on the PC version, and I also notice there's a lot of texture pop-ins during cutscenes.
It's that shit I don't like.
Thank God for the home button dialing things back in when you lose control of the camera, because if that home button was not on your keyboard, you can just forget about it.
It's that shit I don't like.
The backseating when streaming this game? Oh my God, game of the year. Listen, if there was an award for most backseaters in the gaming community, Baldur's Gate 3 would definitely win. People be on a 6 run in the chat trying to tell me how to play the game. God damn, you already beat the game 11 times, give it a rest.
It's that shit I don't like.
Shadowheart missed.
It's that shit I don't like.
Shadowheart missed again.
It's that shit I don't like.
Shadowheart wants to talk and give deep introspective lore and maybe even lust for you in the middle of the battlefield.
It's that shit I don't like.
Why I need to give Gale a magic item every 5 seconds or he gonna start scratching like a junkie?
It's that shit I don't like.
Why is Gale dressed like a poorly underfunded medieval fair employee?
It's that shit I don't like.
In one of the underground areas, there's this lizard that just loves to ambush you when you're in the middle of a fight with another enemy. Then it'll run away when it starts losing. I fought this lizard 3 times, and each time I was about to win, only for him to do a 4-2 dash out that bitch. After the 3rd time, I just gave up and left the area.
It's that shit I don't like.
You walk into what looks like an abandoned village when suddenly 10 gremlins appear. Next thing you know, you're stunned, then you're dazed. Now you're blinded, then you're lit on fire. Now you're frozen. Like, goddamn, when is it my turn?
It's that shit I don't like.
Here's one for you. A portion of the BG3 community is just as bad as the Spider-Man 2 community. The lack of self-awareness is hilarious, actually. Some of y'all refuse to believe that someone could have chose Tears of the Kingdom or Alan Wake 2 or even Spider-Man 2 over Baldur's Gate 3 for Game of the Year. The hate boner some of y'all have for other games is weird. Like, I had someone in the comment section of one of my previous BG3 videos talking about he drinks the tears of Spider-Man 2 fans. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's that shit I don't like.
Elevation in this game can be a bitch. Something as simple as walking up the stairs can be a chore because the camera will spaz out anytime you start going up.
It's that shit I don't like.
You have to launch Steam just to launch Baldur's Gate 3's launcher just to launch the game. Why the fuck do I need to launch the launcher just to launch the game? You might as well throw launch from Dragon Ball in this bitch while we at it.
It's that shit I don't like.
This game is full of bugs. I beat the evil witch in Act 1 that you find in the middle of the forest, but it will not take the quest icon off of my map. I could be in space talking to the baddie elf who's protecting me from evil, only to be constantly reminded,
another settlement has sent word that they need our help.
It's that shit I don't like.
no, I don't have the Twitch extension installed. Stop trying to make decisions for me. This is my game.
It's that shit I don't like.
Why do I gotta look at my character's goofy ass helmets in the cutscene? I turned it off 3 times in the inventory, but it never works.
It's that shit I don't like.
Why would I knock a boss off the map? I don't get to keep the loot. Now I gotta restart the fight in the chat talking about, oh, you're a save scummer.
It's that shit I don't like.
Also, why is save scummer a thing? Stop calling me a cheater. I'm black. Black men don't cheat. And if you didn't know that,
It's that shit I don't like.
why do you run so slowly in this game? Someone make a mod that speeds up the character's feet. We should be able to click the dash button when we're not in combat and be able to do the digital dash.
It's that shit I don't like.
The companion AI is a hit or miss. One moment the whole team is with you, and the next a fight breaks out, but Shadowheart's on the other side of the map standing on the roof that you jumped on 30 minutes ago, sightseeing on the birds and bees, talking about, oh, it's a beautiful day.
It's that shit I don't like.
This game needs to do a better job of explaining Dungeons and Dragons rules to new players. I'd suggest having a link to a YouTube video at the start menu because, oh my God, it's some nerdy ass terms in this game. See, that's what it should just say. This staff will make it so you miss 50% less. That's what that shit should say. Not all this fucking nerdy ass. You get a 1d4 saving throw weapon attack roll. What the fuck are you saying? God damn. I am reading. I don't understand what that shit means. Fucking 1d4? That's nerd shit, bruh. Speak English.
It's that shit I don't like.
Inventory management in this game is a bitch. It just be shit all over the screen, store owners be trying to rob you, and it doesn't help that everything and everybody got something worth taking, and since I'm an asshole, I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna take it. So when it comes to the inventory, fix it because
It's that shit I don't like.
there's a small portion of the BG3 community that is very toxic. A lot of new people are trying this game out after it won Game of the Year, and it's important to be welcoming if you want the community to grow. Trying to make somebody feel bad because they didn't play the game at launch or they weren't beta testing it for the past 6 years is just corny.
That's that shit I don't like.
A lot of the armor in this game is ugly, so I would like the option to be able to transmog like in Hogwarts Legacy, because I want to be able to be dripped out and statted up without sacrificing anything.
That's that shit I don't like.
And that's what TBH hates about Baldur's Gate 3. Shifting the focus to you, TBH asked the community via Twitter and the YouTube community tab, what are some things you hate about BG3? And here's what you had to say. Brogbach said, there's no autosaves immediately after fights, and I agree with this. This is annoying because a lot of times in this game, you're just exploring, you get lost, a fight breaks out, you barely win by the skin of your teeth, and the game doesn't save, and if you forget, 20 minutes later when you randomly die, you're fucked.
That's that shit I don't like.
Damin says he doesn't like the lack of crossplay, and I completely agree because this game has co-op for those of you unaware, so there should be crossplay so friends don't have any barriers.
That's that shit I don't like.
Scarlet Dream says, I wish companion swap was easier. I agree. I shouldn't have to go back to my camp, talk to the companion. They want to share all their fucking feelings that I don't care about just for me to scroll past 10 different dialogue options to get to the bottom where I can tell them, hey, you should probably stay at camp because I want to swap you for somebody else. Boo.
That's that shit I don't like.
Young Cam says, we need more of a reason to be evil than some dro pussy. I don't even know what that means.
That's that shit I don't like.
Blake says the developers need to give this game proper mod support so every update they drop doesn't break the mods that you have installed.
That's that shit I don't like.
Hidden says he'd like to be able to long rest without having to go back to camp. I agree, give us some different options.
That's that shit I don't like.
Zigzag Zay says the game needs a Spider-Man suit, and I think I can speak on behalf of the BG3 community when I say,
That's that shit I don't like.
Marcus says, I wish there was a way to speed up the game. I agree. Other turn-based games give you the option to skip your enemy's turn or fast forward. That would be nice in this game. I feel like that's something they could easily patch, but are you listening? I don't know.
That's that shit I don't like.
Sketches says there are some quality inconsistencies. Act 1 is the most content-rich and polished part of the game.
That's that shit I don't like.
Kevin says, fuck that vampire.
That's that shit I don't like.
Mark Rules says, improve the crafting. I want to be able to make arrows and shit. Well, Mark, I'm not sure if crafting will improve, but what I can do for you is craft up a new piece of content for you to watch. Right now on your screen is a giant card. Click it and it'll take you to my video discussing the top 10 games of 2023. If you want to know where Baldur's Gate 3 lands in my top 10, click the card on the screen. I need some fucking watch time.